Hello, my name is Lisa Cini, and I am founder and CEO of Mosaic Design Studio, Best Living Tech, and Infinite Living. I had gotten an award in high school for one of the top artists, and I wanted to actually be a doctor, and I grew up blue collar, and I realized that like your senior year of high school, that's probably not going to happen. And so I took one of those personality profiles that they say, what should you do? And it was like doctor, lawyer, interior designer. And I went for it and have never turned back, and did actually acute care design for quite a while, and then moved into senior living. I found that, a lot of the hospitals were more progressive than even senior living was when it came out, because they were following, what they could do with evidence-based design, how to reduce meds and make people healthier. I was in in-house and acute care design at a hospital system. And we were trying to figure out how to get open heart patients home in 3 days instead of 5, because you got paid per person, not per day they were in there. So the quicker you got them home. And I started to look at senior living, which had just started to happen. This is almost 30 years ago. And I thought, well, I could impact somebody's life for the last 2 years of their life instead of a couple days. And really make some positive change through design for folks. Just like healthcare started off with nuns and old maids, basically, teachers that weren't married, that were female. Really, that's how our education systems and our healthcare systems all started out. And it then went into senior living the same thing. Like I'm, living on my own, my husband's passed, or I never got married. Why don't I get a couple folks in with me and I can help take care of them. They can take off the burden off all the bills, and we can have some companionship. And this was for folks that didn't have families that would naturally take care of you. And so it started out there, and then it went into like this resort style, where I'm going to retire at 55 or 65. I'm going to move out to Florida or Arizona or California or something like that, to the coast. And I'm not going to really see my family anymore. It's going to be about golfing and lifestyle for me. And now we're seeing quite a blend where I prescribe aging in place as living anywhere you want to live, as long as you want to live there. It's your freedom and choice. And that's truly aging in place. I might want to do it on a cruise ship. I might want to do it in a senior living. I might want to bop around to different houses or my friends. I got sick and tired of people saying, I have to move out of my house because I have stairs. I have this, I have that. I can't. And then we also saw that the manufacturers and the designers, we didn't really have a real training ground. We didn't have some place where we could have a living laboratory. We go to all these conferences or get invited in for our opinion, but we're not able to really test it out on consumers. One, from a liability standpoint, but two, there's not a lot of places out there you can get real data. So I wanted to take a historic mansion and tech it out with the best stuff that you could have, and then trick everybody into thinking, hey, this is just an Architectural Digest home. And that's what we're doing. So we're passively educating, we're getting real-time feedback and sending it back to the manufacturers on all the products, and educating folks to change their future for the better. We'll have everybody from every age there, and they love the speakeasy. They love the chutzpah, which we have a hot and cold plunge. We have a massage room and all the right fitness equipment. We have a bocce court and a ballroom. When you look at the photos, no one would ever think this is an age-friendly space. And it's also, differently abled friendly. We were awarded for 2023 North America Disabilities Matters, being honored for Marketplace, because we kind of showcased and brought everybody together to show you what's really possible. So it doesn't have a prejudice stamp on it. Anybody can use it. Again, no matter what age you are, we love families to come, lots of weddings, all those types of things. Everything gets changed over every year. But to be working through what's working and what's not working, and then implementing new products as we go along. some of the stuff just isn't intuitive. It's fantastic products, but they're hard to use. So we're doing everything from helping manufacturers to write better manuals and make it easier to use, to saying, you know what, this probably isn't going to work, and we're going to swap it out to something different. The smart flooring that data mines where you're at, knows if you've fallen or not. I really thought people are going to be freaked out about that. I thought, oh, they're going to have a fit. We did A/B testing. We had it in half of the rooms versus not in the bathrooms. And it doesn't take pictures. It doesn't know your personal data. No one has cared about it at all. So the whole like privacy thing that everybody talks about with seniors, I really thought that was going to be a big deal. That was not. The outdoor space is getting used because it's well appointed, much more than I ever anticipated it would be used. And we actually worked with Pottery Barn in West Elm and Williams-Sonoma to develop their lines of accessible living and used their outdoor furniture and made sure it was the proper heights. And I'm blown away by how many folks are outside nonstop, and we live in Ohio. For the Airbnb, it's everybody, because we believe in multi-generational. We believe that aging affects the whole family. You know, if you can't feel like grandma and grandpa can come up to the third floor or have fun, you know, where they're at or easily get along, or mom and dad, that makes an impact on everybody. On the other hand, for our private pay senior living, those can be anyone from a mom and pop all the way up to big corporations that own 200 homes. So it can really be a wide gamut. And then we're starting to consult on aging in place at home and helping folks and doing a little bit more deep dive on the books. And then also residential assisted livings, which are 6 to 18 beds. So almost like the Golden Girls. My daughter and I have started a podcast called What's Your Next Move? Aging on Your Own Terms. So we're going to be putting that out into a book, and that'll supplement the docuseries on Amazon for the Infinite Living House. We launched that a month or so ago, and we've produced 8 episodes, and we're talking about everything from, like, you know, living all together and how you deal with those things. And she's 25 and I'm 55. So, you know, how that hits the different generations, to my dad just recently almost dying and being a patient advocate, to the Werner House and all the great things that we have in that, and how you deal with multiple generations, aging, how it affects what's the best thing to do for hearing, what are some design tips and tricks. But really having some honest conversations, and we're looking forward to getting some feedback from folks and then adding new kind of categories that we can even chat about. I think if I wouldn't have went into design, I think I might have been a midwife. It's a way to kind of be a doctor without being a doctor. And you're, at the most precious, absolute time in folks' lives. It's very intense, but gosh, to usher life in, that's a pretty special thing.